Hello, welcome to Web Development course about HTML and CSS. In Module 1, we're going to learn about HTML Foundation. Module description, we have to, by end of this module, students will be able to explain the purpose of HTML and also the basic structure of web pages using the standard HTML elements and attributes. Module learning outcomes. Upon successful completion of this module, students will be able to define HTML and explain its role in web development, describe the structure of the basic HTML document, differentiate between HTML tags, elements, and attributes, create web pages using common HTML elements, insert headings, paragraphs, images, and applies to web pages, and apply proper HTML aesthetics and best practices. Core topics in HTML. Have the HTML document structures, you have the HTML tags, HTML elements, and HTML attributes. Number one, introduction to HTML. What is HTML? HTML is a hypertext markup language. It's a standard markup language used to create and design web pages by structuring and organizing content in webs. It uses elements and tags to define headings, paragraphs, links, and images, table forms, and other parts of web pages, allowing browsers to display content correctly. It forms the basic foundation of every website and works together with the CSS for styling and for interactivity. Example of website building using HTML: personal portfolio website, school website, company website, online shopping platforms, blogs and news website. Note: HTML is a markup language, not a programming language, because it does not contain logic, condition, and loops. Its main purpose is to define the structures and the layout web content rather than to perform computation and decision making. For example, on the personal website, I have the example of a personal website. This is my website. I've tried to develop my website. This is an example of a personal website. We have the about experience. We have the experience here, and we have the skills. The skills I have that here, and then the contacts. This is an example of a personal website. As we are going to learn the course, we are going to learn about how to create a personal portfolio website. Also, we are going to learn about how to develop a school website. Apart from that, why we learn HTML? Every website starts with HTML. If you hope to web developer or designer, you must first understand HTML. Build a basic or more advanced website also require knowing HTML. The following are the main reasons HTML makes for good choice. One is to learn, form the structures of a website, work together with CSS and JavaScript. You can add image, audio, videos, and canvas to your programming. Required for front-end and full-stack development. How HTML works. When a user visits a website, request lifecycle follows these parts. A web browser works the core flow. User browser, web browser, HTML files, and display the web page. As step 1. After step 1, when a user visits the website, click initiate the web request. Then web browser accept URL or send the HTTP request. Read the HTML file. Now the HTML file or the is accessed. Then display the web page. Renders final visual result to screen. It's about all these are steps of how the web works. An HTML file is a text file that ends with the .html. Every HTML file must end with the HTML and is the backbone of website. It uses tags and attributes to structure web page content, allowing browsers to display text, images, links, and other elements. For example, when a browser end reads HTML, welcome to my website, it displays welcome to my website. That's how the HTML works. That's the end of module 1 or topic 1 on the HTML. Thank you so much.